building para sa in-service training for teachers 2020. That is December 14 to 18, 2020.
That will also improve our work culture. How we deal with our fellow teachers, how we deal and help support our school heads, and how we communicate with each other. Those are the improvement of our work culture. Because in many sense, it is but right that we teachers, we need to help and support all the programs and activities, not only planned by the school heads, but of course, the activities coming from the division office that is being implemented by our leaders in the school. So that is one, improvements all. And they are happy, but not afraid to the teachers. And that is one, understanding the environment. The next one, okay. So, isa din sa mga topic, that is again another topic that you are going to have in this day.
MT2 of Pilar 1 Central School for the attendance check, ma'am.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning, everything. My task this morning is to check the attendance of each school for today's activity. Kindly stand as I mention the name of your school so that we will know who are already around and who are still coming. So we will start with Pilar 1 Central School. Kindly stand.
Hindi na ubos. Hindi man na ubos.
Complete.
Hindi na ubos.
Aqua, sige. Thank you. Binanwahan. 8 teachers together with the school head. May kulang pa? Oh, Karen. Okay, sige po. Mariposke, we have 10 teachers with the school head. 7, 8. Okay. Asyam. Oh, sige, complete na yan. Giron Elementary School, 8 teachers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Complete po?
Si Cho na lang.
Coming, okay, sige, complete. Hinapugan Elementary School, 6, 4. Coming po? Definitely coming. Okay, Lipason Elementary School, 7 teachers. 1. So nakatindog po, Lipason pa. Sorry. Okay po. Palaypay, 5 teachers. 1. Okay, complete. Thanks, Ma'am Adrian. Provenier Elementary School, 7 teachers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1 is coming. Okay. San Antonio, 18 teachers. Sir Eman, kompleto po. Iyon na. Okay. San Rafael, 13 teachers.
Patangay man mag-invento ka pero NECASIA.
Opo, sige. Coming po. Sige po. Thank you. Santa Fe Elementary School, 12 teachers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Some are still... Oh, okay. Complete na po. Sige. And last but not the least, Tinago Elementary School, 6 teachers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Okay, 2 are still coming or 1? Okay, so that's all. Thank you very much.
Thank you po. Sorry po lang. Hindi ako nakasunod kang health protocol. Nalingawan po.
Nan-skip.
So, with me, Sagado, Pilar 1 Public Schools District Supervisor. A round of applause, please.
Okay, thank you, Mama Riz. Of course, to the competent school principal, Sir Vicente and Ali, the hard-working, committed teachers of the school heads of Pilar 1 district, all the committee teachers inside the hall, no? my friends, to the master teachers around, to the 2020 NSET facilitators, master teachers, I mentioned already, to everyone, my warmest greetings. We are all gathered today for an in-service training for teachers in consonance with NECASIA Order Number 30, Series 2020. Training program like NSET is a process by which we, as educators, are taught with skills and given the necessary knowledge or attitude to enable us to carry out our responsibilities to the required standards in our workplace and to undertake greater and more demanding roles for more effective performance. This NSET is vital in the education sector because its importance in improving the quality of education in our country. Because teachers are a crucial factor in implementing education reforms in accordance with the aspiration of the Department of Education. Earlier, Sir mentioned about the essentials of the NSET. This undertaking aims to provide opportunities for you, their teachers, to enhance your competencies and skills in teaching. Yan. Di ba may dalawang tanong kanina si Sir Enteng, sana later mag-sync na po yun sa inyo. To evaluate your individual and collective performance and to identify potential areas for development and rekindle one's commitment and self-confidence. Indeed, this training plays a very important role in enhancing our capabilities and potentials in delivering essential services as stewards of our educational institution. Nakaatang po yun sa atin, as mentors in DepEd. As our learning begins today, for this 3-day NSET, later will be, the orientation will be given by Ma'am Jess. By the way, I forgot to mention the dangal ng bayan, CSC awardee, Ma'am Jess, the ever beautiful. Sabi kanina, let's give her a round of applause. Nagko-compliment yung suot namin ngayon. Siguro, a little later, baka mabigyan din tayo ng award. Okay, friends, we want you to be happy this 2020 NSET. Are you happy, friends?
Yes.
Okay, iset aside ka muna yung mga ibang concerns natin. Let's concentrate on this NSET. Masisiyahan talaga kayo once we start the roll up of this of the different topics. As your learning begins today, bear in mind this wonderful line from Benjamin Franklin: an investment in knowledge pays the best interests. I am more than hopeful that with the help of these proficient facilitators that will be introduced a little later by Ma'am Jess, as you are going to bring with you treasures of wisdom that will enrich both your mind and soul. Also, let it be a reminder that learning is not attained by chance. It must be sought for with ardor and attended with diligence. Therefore, give what is expected of you in this training or even go beyond. Never cease to grow for this NSET. And of course, I'd like to thank everyone for the gift of presence. And I say God bless everyone. Good day.
Guided with some of the flow of the training, the facilitators, the classroom where we belong, and some of the topics to be discussed. May I call in Ma'am Jessica S. Ascanio, Principal 1 of Bangkok Elementary School.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Marie. To our very passionate, intelligent, approachable, and supportive TSDS, Dr. Eddie P. Saballo, our very kind, innovative, and friendly Central Principal, Sir Enteng Alim, my fellow school heads, creative and industrious facilitators, loving and cooperative teachers, a blessed morning. I was just to give you an orientation for our 5-day in-service training starting today, December 14 to December 18 supposedly. But our very considerate SDS told us that we will have it for 3 days only. So, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we need to report at 8 a.m. for the preliminary and management of learning. Every class manager will assign persons in charge for this, for the preliminary and management of learning. Another consideration is for the facilitators to end their session at 11:30 in the morning para daw mapas sa lunch. And in the afternoon, to end the session at 4 p.m. to give time for the travelers to reach home na maliwanag pa. Okay. So we have 5 classes. Each class has class manager in charge of documentations or pictures, as well as class secretary, which is in charge of the narrative. As for the classroom will be used, class 1 will be using Gabaldon Hall. Ngayon po ang class 1. Okay, paaram din dyan na pala. Okay. The class manager is Sir Enteng Alim. Documentation, Ma'am Betty Jane Beruela. Then, class secretary, Ma'am Mary Joy Perfecto. Okay. For class 2, we will use Sir Rolly Elias Room. Duman bayod po ito. Opo. Then, for the class manager, Mary Ann M. Ascanio, Ma'am Mary Ann Ascanio, and for the documentation, Sir Elmer Magalona. Yaw na po si Sir Elmer. Okay lang. Class secretary, Ma'am Joy Cyril Luces. Yaw na po siya, para sigurado. Okay. For class 3, we will use Ma'am Roxanne Clistado's room. Opo. Okay. Class manager, Ma'am Imelda Raso. For the documentation, Ma'am Hilda T. And for the class secretary, Ma'am Catherine Diato. Nailing ko na, kaya di ko na po rin. For class 4, we will use Ma'am Betty Jane Beruela's room. Diyan sa ibong. The class manager is Ma'am Nessie De Ocampo. Documentation, Sir Shin Yamedo. And class secretary, Ma'am Sheena Malana. Magtugan. For class 5, we will use Ma'am Tess Buailoy's room. Udo man sa ibong na. Hindi po, arani man lang. Then, the class manager is Miss Ma'am Jocelyn Guerrero. Documentation, Ma'am Joy Banico. And class secretary, Ma'am Jennifer Aguilar. For the list of teachers per class, please note po so that after here, we can proceed to our respective classroom. Nainip pa sa class 5 pala. Okay, class 1. Maria Teresa F. Lacostales, Betty Jane Beruela, Pilar Manlangit, Joby Aguilar, Lisela Raverente, Virginia Mulieda, Lovelyn Arong, Maria Grace Manzanero, Lenny Mirabueno, Manuel Celerio Jr., Geraldine C., Pichi Marie Navura, Ruth Balbido, Janet Lumaban, Roxanne Clestado, Mary Joy Perfecto, Judith Cacho, Imelda Di Ramos, Ruchi Lumberio, Marjorie Lau, Perla Monsales, Cristina L. Lumbao, Eileen Rodriguez, and Ivy Balbi.
Thank you, Ma'am Maris. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Okay, this is our first session. This is about Slave Sorsogon Strategic Directions. By the way, friends, announcement muna to all the school heads after the morning, two sessions in the morning, right? One session only. After the first session, I'd like to call for a staff meeting because
of some urgent concerns. Ano? We still have to plan out for the dance craze. And also, i-coordinate nyo na lang po kami mga school heads. And then, may mga concerns pa tayong iba. No? Okay, so this is the first session. I have it done plenary because kasi napakaganda. Hindi pa na-introduce. We forgot to introduce the PASIS, Ma'am Jess. So, okay, so it's my turn now to introduce the facilitators for this 2020 NSET. Sabi daw, kung walang mag-introduce sa next PASI, yung PASI na on board will be the one to introduce the next PASI. So right now, friends, I'd like to introduce to you the 2020 facilitators. So, to my left, the 2020 CSC Dangalang Bayan Awardee, Ma'am Jess Ascanio. Please come forward and occupy that space. No? Okay, next PASI is the one who conducted the national anthem, Ma'am Jen Makayan. So, a round of applause, please. The one who lead the prayer, Ma'am Jack Lumbao. I'd like to familiarize also the names of the PASIs. Of course, my ihada, Ma'am Leslie Silerio, Master Teacher 2. Of course, my former friend, and of course, I maintain the friendship with Ma'am Tess Boanoy. We were together since 1993. Do not look at our face anymore. Next is my ihada also, the district IT, Ma'am Jen. Of course, we have two handsome gentlemen here. Of course, Sir Eman of San Antonio Elementary School. Then, of course, the newly installed teacher in charge, the very active and very supportive Sir Junel. Literal. Are we complete? Ay, of course, the MC. Sabi niya, present daw siya physically, but... Okay, of course, our MC is Ma'am Maris Solomon, Master Teacher 2. Wait, ano sabi ko? MP2. See, madali na. Of course, we invite one facilitator. She will discuss about Project Real. And she's the school head of Tinago Elementary School, the ever beautiful Ma'am Lisa. So, friends, a round of applause to the 2020 NSET PASIs. Thank you. Dito sa una hanggang dito siguro, Group 1. Giron Group ito ano. Then, next is Group 2. Group 3 hanggang kay Serigwin. Group 4. Dito kasi central teachers naman ito. And Group 5, we only have this, siguro 1, 2, 3. Group 5. O, 4 na. Group 5. Then, hatiin natin yung dalawa. Group 4 and Group 3. Dito, Group 1 and 2. So, dito lang magdi-divide. Ano? Kay Ma'am of San Antonio Elementary School. Are you ready now for the first session, friends? Okay. So, observing health protocols, ano? Huwag aalisin yung mask. Okay. Hindi kaya ako hindi ako nakaanyos. Pag na, ano. Okay, friends. Do you have with you your pens and paper? May ball pen kayo at saka papel. So we have two questions. Question, this is intended for teachers. No? For the second question, that is intended for school heads. The first question is, sulat kayo magsusulat, ano? Pero one of the group will present the output, ano? And then, sa school heads also. So, for the first question that is intended for the teachers, what kind of school do you want to create? What kind of school do you want to create? Pwede nyo man yan i-drawing, could have write up for that. what kind of school do you want to create? For the second question, or if teachers also would like to answer this, what kind of division do you want to create? What kind of division do you want to create? So we'll give you 10 minutes to answer the questions and 10 minutes also for the presentation of output.
Okay, good morning. So, napansin ko from sa inyo po nag-share sa ito. Gamo-gamo sa akin sa SAES. Okay. So, good morning ulit. So, this is the product of concerted effort and combined ideas of our group. Okay, so we envision a school that can be dubbed as a haven that cradles a threshold to the avenue of learning, with steadfast teachers that ensure that they remain capable to teach and teach well. An academe that produces holistically developed and well-rounded individuals. A stalwart educational institution that is committed to excellence and works hand in hand with the community for the benefit of the learners and the school itself. Thank you.
Should be the top priority, not just to contain the virus, but to promote proper hygiene as well as make it a habit. We do not know when this will all be over. Therefore, our school must be ready at all times and must be properly equipped for the worst case scenario. Lastly, faith in God Almighty must remain steadfast. It is only in Him where we gather all the strength we need during these tough times. And I thank you.
Okay, thank you, Ma'am Carlo, for that one to answer. May I have your...
Just so many added processing to the boss. Here is the consensus of that group. Auto credit that poster credit to Sir Ryan and Sir Jasper. Okay, so aside from the vision that a child learn a child friendly, we also have a child learn in a COVID-free environment school. Yes. Okay. Additional anniversaries. Okay, so mapapansin niyo po yung gate, may face mask, and then there is an unlimited supply of alcohol in the faucet. Okay, then we have the face shield, then a laptop. Then we have here the center. Of course, kalibaga, we develop pupil who is God-fearing. Okay, so in the school, or a school that we want to create, first, the students should have or develop a strong faith in God. So sabi nga, we can win this battle in this pandemic that we are suffering through strong faith in God. Then, the laptop there, kumbaga, symbolizes that in this time of pandemic, education should not be stopped. So the learning continuity plan, kumbaga, teachers should be artistic or creative on how to deliver the quality education through online learning or online class. That would be all in idea.
Golden spoon and the golden crown. Anyway, so what kind of division do we want to create? So we want to create a division that is service-oriented, has an established integrity, sensitive to the needs of the schools, and caters these needs through innovations and initiatives geared towards the improvement of learning competence of learners, teaching abilities of educators, and leadership skills of school leaders. Above all, a division that fosters camaraderie among the schools under its umbrella and collaboration with its stakeholders and partners of education. All of these are part and parcel of the attainment of the DepEd's vision, mission, goals, and objectives. Thank you.
This is Mount Bulosan, no? And this is very Sorsogon siya. Yeah. So we come now to transforming DepEd Sorsogon province with effecting renewal, call on the past, relate it to the present, and use them both to provide a link to the future. So past as important, no? Do not neglect the past, because the past has a connection with the present, and the past and present provide both a link to the future. So do not forget your past. Always remember your
First love.
past.
Oh, sorry.
No? Okay. Sabi first love sa English language. So, you could connect it. The past could connect it to the present, and the past and present could link to the future. Right, friends? So, we have the wisdom of in the division, we have the wisdom of the superintendents before assigning the DO. So, do not forget the past. To link it with the present, to have a connection to the present and have it for the future. To young friends, past, affirming traditions and sustaining our strengths. What are those traditions that we have in the past that would sustain these strengths? What are those that we experienced in the past? So meaning, as we said, that past is important to have a link in the present and have also a link to the future. So present, friends, we celebrate achievements. No? We celebrate achievements. In our district, in Sorsogon Province, we have the Dangal ng Bayan Awardee, we have Ma'am Jess, we have the 10 inspiring stories of the teachers, and we have 3 in Pilar 1 district, Ma'am Marge, Ma'am Betty Jane, and Ma'am Cynthia. So, we celebrate the achievements. Then, for the future, we journey for our aspirations and for the goals, to attain the goals. And one of the goals that mentioned, it was clearly stated by Ma'am Green, no, in her output. So, looking back, friends, affirming tradition of excellence. So we affirm the excellence that we have in the past. Then we have to sustain our strength. Unang sustain, no? We have to maintain or sustain the strengths that we have. Ano kaya ang kalakasan natin? Saan tayo magaling? Saan tayo pwedeng maging malakas pa? Be it in sports, academic, what other aspects that we want to have strengths, we regain strengths. So next, friends, we have tradition of courage and competence. We have to be courageous, no? Sabi nga, only the brave should teach, only those who have the courage to teach must teach. So we have to be courageous. We have to be, ano na yan? Next, wag mo na. Yan, you have to be competent, no? As mentioned by also Ma'am Pring, that we need a competent teachers, we need competent school heads, likewise, we have competent pupils. So next, friends, okay, we have tradition of competent service and dedication. So, si Ma'am Jess, hindi lang siya nagturo, hindi gumawa siya ng mga programs and projects sa school, sa Maripos, sa Kalungay, prior to her assignment in Mariposque. Marami siyang mga programs doon, and it was seen by the civil service. And with that, friends, nabigyan siya ng award. But also in outside the classroom. So, pumunta siya doon, lumabas siya, pumunta kung saan ng mga bahay-bahay, namigay ng seeds, namigay ng mga to educate the community along savings. Di ba? Meron siyang programa about sa pagsisave ng pera. No? Have you seen that, friends? So we need competent service and dedication to the department. Dapat we have to have dedicated service. So I'm thanking everyone, friends, for coming early. So we will also end the sessions early. So in 3 days, could you make it that way? Magagawa niyo ba? Okay, we still have tomorrow and Wednesday. So thank you for coming. And be safe always, friends, in coming and going home. So we have this tradition of innovation. So we have to innovate. Hindi lang yung palagi natin. We have trainings and seminars for us to innovate, to upgrade, no? To upgrade the skills, to upgrade the knowledge, no? Okay, right now we have this NC 2020, as mentioned by those speakers, by Sir Enteng earlier, and also in my message that we have to have professional growth, no? In this in-service training. So we have to have innovations. Tradition of innovation. I mentioned earlier in my greetings, twice ko nga na-mention yung mga master teachers because I consider master teachers as the cream of the crop. Sino yung mga master teachers natin sa Pilar District? Please raise your hands. May I see a show of hands? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's give them a round of applause, friends. I have high regard when it comes to the master teachers. Mataas ang aking respeto sa kanila. So we have to have innovation in classrooms. Maraming mga, di ba yung mga sa grade 6, mga sa science, may mga innovations, also research, and other aspects, other subjects also. Marami tayong magagaling na mga sa journalism, magagaling sa ibang aspects, like what si Ma'am Cynthia, although nandun na siya sa Pilar 3, so she exudes confidence in her artwork, no? Sa kanyang journey about her skill, no? Ang galing niyang mag-drawing, ang galing niyang mag-innovate. So, napapagaan. Halimbawa, sa graduation rites, di ba? When I went to Calpi, sabi ko, sino nag-drawing naman ninyo sa stage? Oh, si Ma'am Cynthia, sabi niya. And then sa directory, napakaganda ng drawings ni Ma'am Cynthia doon. So, we invited her to likewise do the drawing in the district office. O, nakita nyo naman doon. Oh, ang galing-galing talaga ni Ma'am Cynthia. So, we have the cream of the crop. So, we consider this group as the cream of the crop. So, not only master teachers, but all the teachers of Pilar 1 as well. So, next friends. Yeah. Synergy in diversity. What do you mean by synergy? No? Synergy. So we have
Combination of energy.
combination of energy. Yes. What else? Combination of efforts. No? Okay. So there is synergy in diversity. Although we are diverse, we are different, but we are the synergy. So there is synergy in diversity. So, okay. How do you pronounce this word? Leadership? Cliché. So it's a French term, friends. It's a French term. Cliché. When we know each other, half of the work is done. So we've just hosted the District Teachers Conference, friends. As you've seen the backdrop, as you've seen the flow of the program, nakita nyo naman lahat-lahat yung mga ginawa natin dito 2 days ago, 3 days ago. When was other half of the work is done. Kasi hindi na tayo magkukonsume ng maraming oras. No? Yung magaling dito, gawin na. Yung magaling mag-skirting, Ma'am Grace and the team of Lumbang teachers, mga magaling sila doon. So, yun ang craft nila. So, do it. So, half of the work is done kasi magaling. Sino magaling maggawa ng program? Sino magaling gumawa ng mag-arrange ng landscaping? Yeah. So, when we know each other, half of the work is done. So, have you noticed the MC? Last District Teachers Conference, ang galing niyang mag-admit. Let's give a round of applause, please. So with that, she will be designated as the District English Coordinator. So sana hindi makayo si Ma'am Joy. Okay. So continuity amidst change. education must continue. Hindi ba, friends? Maski may pandemic, lahat ginagawa din natin. So walang face-to-face. Kung anong pwede natin ma-reach out, we have the modules, we have the blended learning. So we have this continuity of our work. Education must continue. So hindi pwedeng walang face-to-face, so walang na tayo stop na. No. So we have the means, we have the blended learning, we have the modules, we have to reach out the pupils, we have to make arrangement with the parents and the barangay officials to have the modules reach the school, the homes of the pupils. So, in return, mayroon tayong schedule of the distribution, we also have the schedule for the retrieval. So, continue ang education. Walang, hindi nag-stop siya. No? Okay. Kung pwede nga sana mag-face-to-face kasi mas magaling tayo doon at saka mas mapabilis ang pag-transmit ng learning sa mga bata, we would have it. Kaya lang IETF told us to do these things. Hindi tayo pwede maglabag doon sa IETF, sa DOH protocols, and so on. Kaya we have this manner of giving learning to the pupils. Yan. So, hindi na stop yung process. Anong week na kayo? Week 8. So, lahat na ba na-distribute? Okay. Lahat na ba na-retrieve yung mga previous weeks? Okay. So, may hassle ba? Okay. So, at least, okay tayo. Ano? Education must continue. So, okay. Stability and uncertainties. So there are uncertainties, friends. May mga limitations tayo because of this pandemic. No? We can't go to the pupils without mask, face shield, alcohol. So we observe always the health protocols. So these are uncertainties, friends. Hindi pa sigurado kung pagpunta natin doon, may asong nakabantay sa atin, then bigla tayong, we are so unprepared. So, those are uncertainties. That is uncertainty. So, friends, we have uncertainties. But, friends, we stand together. No? We stand together so that education must continue and must be shared to the learners and to the community as well. So wala tayong pagsisisi, no? Although we have pandemic, though we are in pandemic, friends, but we stand together for this crusade, no? For this crusade. Na dapat mabigyan ng knowledge ang mga bata so that they could continue their studies and they could continue for the next grade level. Huh? Okay, so I'm happy for you, friends. You are still beautiful, though we are in pandemic. Though we have this type of learning. So our challenge, friends, is how do we achieve a great depth and source of God? So we have mentioned, saan si Ma'am Pring? Yung sinulat niya. Yung sinulat ni Ma'am Pring, nandoon yung challenge natin. And likewise, dito sa mga sinabi nyo, sa sinulat ninyo, do you have your individual output, aside from the one mentioned by the team leader, or the group leader? You have that one? So that will be the challenge. COVID-free classroom, COVID-free community. So, we could give the learnings, the sessions to the pupils. That is our dream that we'll be having. Kung pwede pa sana na kasi nahirapan din tayo ng ganitong klase. But we do our part. We take our part in giving knowledge and wisdom to the learners. So our challenge, how do we bring back the pride? No? Paano ba mababalik natin yung pride ng Sorsogon? No? That we have this taas na tayo. no? Taas noo tayo movement. Taas noo tayong mga guro sa Sorsogon, DepEd Sorsogon. Kasi we've done our part. Ginagawa natin ang ating role. No? In our small way, we did our part. And we did it with the best that we can. So, in other, kahit sa ibang aspects, be it in sports, be it in academics, be it in culture and arts, be it in journalism, no? Sa mga pagsulat natin, ang gagaling ng mga Sorsoganos. We have to maintain and boast each one to have a Sorsogon, a beautiful and what's this? Beautiful and high achiever in the division, in the Region 5. So, a movement, a shift to a better state. We've shifted, friends, to a better state. So, if before we have this scenario, we have this situation, we've shifted to a better state. So, napakaganda. We have the beautiful edifice. No? Sino yung attest ng before, yung division natin yung doon sa Capitol Compound, before pa, mayroon pa doon, yung kahoy pa, nakita niyo yun? Sino yung mga teachers na nakapunta doon? Yung wood pa yung division office. The time of Mrs. Martha Mogol. May I see a show of hands? No? Sino? Si Ma'am Tess. Nakapunta ka doon? Si Ma'am Julie? Who else? Yes, si Ma'am G. So yung dati pa, yung luma pa. So then, nasunog yun. Nasunog kasi 40 wiring yata doon sa accounting office. So, binago na siya. Nag-construct ng bago. Yun yung lahat na narating natin. At saka yung dinimolish na ng doon sa Capitol Compound. And we have new friends. Sino nang nakarating na doon sa new division office? Sino pa yung hindi? Yung hindi pa lang nakarating ng bagong division office. Taas-taas sa yung hindi pa nakarating. So marami-rami pa rin. Kung nandito sana si Sir, sabi natin, we have a tour. Sana mag-tour tayo sa Day 4 sa DO. Kasi marami pang teachers sa Pilar 1 ang hindi nakakarating sa division office. We have a beautiful division office. So far, the most beautiful division office in the entire Philippines. Yan. Kung nakita niyo yung inauguration, mabigla siyang nagpainaw kasi di ba madilim muna. Then I switching on of the lights. Yan, you see the beautiful division office. And sabi nga ni Director Gilbert Sadsad, sabi niya, he has been into different division offices and regional offices. And Division of Sorsogon is one of the most beautiful divisions in the Philippines. Yeah. So we must be proud of, no? Yan ang ating Division of Sorsogon. Napakaganda ng building. Likewise, you've seen the beautiful paintings there. And in front is the gymnasium in preparation for the 2022 Coliseum. Sports Coliseum in preparation for the 2022 Palarong Pambansa. So yan po ang ating division office sa Sorsogon, and likewise the rows and buildings there. No? Okay, nasa Balugo compound na siya. So we have these friends, ballet. No? Why ballet? Who knows how to dance the ballet? Sino? O yung may anak ba kayo na marunong mag-ballet? Sino? No? Okay, one. Si Kat, yung anak ni Kat. No? So ballet began in royal courts in the early 1600s. Yan. So it's a classical dance. No? Okay. So, bakit balay ang nakita natin doon? Kasi there is resilience, no? There is elegance. once you dance the ballet, you have to be elegant. No? Then, there is grace. So, hindi ko ganyan kapinasan was kaya. So, when you perform the ballet, you have to have your body, your mind, and the movements. No? Okay. So, dapat perfect yan. Kaya there's a lot of training for that before you could execute that dance, that ballet. So, it has persistence, perseverance, grace, na pa yun, yung mga attributes doon sa ballet, elegance, no? Oh, resilience, no? Maski nadapa na siya, naka-straight na siya, no? Sige daw ni Dilmer, Dilmer, i-split daw ni Dilmer, hindi sa unang, ang exhibition, o si John, o si Edwin. So, ang pag-split ba kapag ano, no? So, it takes a lot of courage and practice before you could execute that ballet. So, correcting training, hard work, and time are what makes a great dancer. So, hindi man pagkapon mo na magiging great dancer ka na. So, it takes a lot of courage, practice, patience, endurance, no? Yeah. Of course, discipline. Right. Thank you for the word. So kung ka disiplinado, if it's time for practice, 8 o'clock, tapos nagabot ka alas 8, alas 9, alas 9, alas 10. So, hindi ka disiplinado. So once you perform the ballet, once you are a ballet dancer, you have to observe those things, friends. No? Okay, yeah, etymology. Etymology from the French was borrowed in the English around 1300s. Ano na 1930s? History of a word, tracing it from its origin. Tama, I read from here the word origin. Now to its present form, including the changes in spelling and meaning that have taken place. So, no? Thank you for giving us the meaning of etymology. So, next. So, yan. So, gusto niyo ba hindi na kita pwede magbaliw, no? Tapos pinakwanan mga kwanta. No? Siguro, dapat get sa atin pantumina. No? Hindi na kita pwede gawin sa ballet. Kahit pang sa atin na magpantumina. Ha? Sa mga susuy balance na sa nadyan, kung suy-suy get sa lawas, o isa, may mga padudod pa, so mga yung arthritis, hindi na pwede. Yan, no? But for children, pwede pa sa hindi ma-train for the dance, ballet. Okay? Means to dance, to jump about. So we have these tips, friends. So to be successful in ballet, don't you ever give up. Kita friends, hindi kita nag-give up, maski pandemic, sige ang trabaho ta. We never give up. We continue printing the modules. Now we continue distributing and retrieving the modules. Kung ano man pipagi mo sa atin, we do it wholeheartedly. So we never give up. Haliksan sa mga ballet dancers, do not give up. Never give up. Never give up with the work. Friends. So, if you want to be successful in life, yung mga dyan mga saying sa t-shirt, yung mga permita na basa, never give up. So keep energy going through your finger and toes. Dapat until tapos ang synchronization, ano? Nagsisynchronize. So keep yourself relaxed. Stress will show your body. Turn out, it can hurt your knees. So mga para ballet, never force yourself. No? Warnings, ha? Never force, turn out, it can hurt your knees. Yan. Mga friends, sayang hindi ko na-introduce sa mga EPS na nag-monitor sa akin. Anyway, yun man lang. Monitor man lang nila yung presence natin. If you have started the session, if we have divided the group into different classes. Kaya lang sabi ko, this is a plenary session for everyone to have uniform information about the SDO strategic directions, kung saan pupunta na yung ating division office. So warnings, if you can't do the splits alone, get someone to help you. Pares pa sa trabaho ta, no? Kung hindi kaya mag-print, seek the help of your co-teacher or seek the help of your school head. Hindi ka tukuta mag-print, pero nararawat so, nagpupansukopon ba? So, seek the help of anyone, of your friends, of your co-teachers. Warning, do not push yourself too hard at the risk of injury. Just like our work, kung pagal na kita, magpahinga daw. Please tell your school head, I'm tired, gusto kong nanganay mag-rest. Pahinga daw ang mga nanay ko. Kaya magaling kita ng mga teacher, volunteer. No? Got teacher volunteers in our school. So, magpahinga ulit. Warnings, know your limits. No? Know your limits. The future, where do we live? Saan tayo pupunta? Saan tayo pupunta? Pupunta tayo doon sa mga sinabi nyo, what do you want? What kind of school do you want? And what kind of division do you want? You want that, so yun ang patutunguhan natin. The one that you viewed, yung sa pananaw ninyo, yun ang dapat mangyari. So yun ang dapat natin puntahan. No? So we have journey to 100. So our schools division superintendent reached the parkland schools. He went even to the remote areas. Pinuntahan niya yun kasi gusto niya makita yung mga schools, makita niya yung mga teachers doon, at marinig niya yung mga istorya ng mga nagtuturo doon sa eskwelahan. Kaya, even reach the mga slopes, may mga rivers na pinupuntahan siya. He want to personally see the schools. He want to personally see the teachers in the respective schools. Yan ang gusto niyang makita, yung mga magandang istorya ng mga guro na nagtuturo doon sa mga eskwelahan. So, this is one program of the Division Friends. These are about present program in redesigning structural systems and monitoring in schools. So we have the activity, we have the analysis, and then abstraction. Later, we have the application things. So we have better schools. What is the meaning of better schools? Building efficient, transparent, transformative, effective, and resilient schools. So this will be discussed by the PASIS introduced earlier. No? So kukuha sila ng topic dito. Yung may mga discussions dito, friends. So next, another topic is gagawa tayo ng saranggola. No? Gagawa tayo ng kite. I-discuss yan later kung ano ang ibig sabihin ng kite. Bakit kite ang ipapagawa sa atin? Then we have the K-12 curriculum review and update. The challenge to produce a new breed of learners, teaching them critically and creatively balancing STEM with humanities and social sciences with emphasis on values. That could be one topic to be discussed by the team of PASIS. Okay, next we have improving the learning environment. The challenge to improve our facilities and equipment where the learners are able to share their thoughts, views, and experiences without fear of judgment, enabling them to make informed and responsible decisions. Yeah, that could be another discussion. Then teachers upskilling and reskilling. So we have to reskill the teachers. So upgrade engagement of stakeholders in support and collaboration. Ito, nagawa ito ni Ma'am Jess sa kanyang advocacy in Kalungay Elementary School. She tapped the stakeholders. And right now, Kalungay is a recipient of sea oil. And as I said before, we have Jollibee, Busog-Busog Talino, and then another sponsor. Meron pa yung sponsor yata, another one. They have 3. So right now, Kalunggay has this sea oil. Maganda rin itong stakeholder kasi nagbibigay sila ng, I'm not sure if it's building or other projects in the school. So where do we go from here? Saan na tayo pupunta? Yung mga pupunta natin, nasabi nyo na dito, nasabi na doon sa pig-mention ni Ma'am Prim kanina. What kind of school do you want to achieve and what kind of division do you want to achieve? So yan ang ating vision, yan ang ating pananaw, yung ating dream. We have a community of excellent dedication. So right now, friends, we have committed and dedicated teachers in the division of Sorsogo. Let's give a round of applause to ourselves. Yan, tayo yan na sinasabi doon. Then, a commitment to building dreams. So, patuloy pa rin tayong, ano bang dreams? Pangarap? Patuloy pa rin tayong nangangarap na mapaunlad, no? Mapaunlad ang ating pagtuturo, mapaunlad ang ating means of giving learning to the pupils. Yeah, that is always what we want to achieve for. Okay, so accomplish, to enhance, and deliver. So we still continue to enhance the mode of delivery to our learners, to our clienteles. So we continue to innovate, as mentioned in the slides earlier. We continue to innovate, we continue to improve the manner of delivery that we want to have in our clienteles, to our clienteles. Okay? So yan ang pinakahiling tayo ko, friends. And likewise kamo din. Thank you very much for the opportunity to be with you this morning and to have a face-to-face encounter with the beautiful and handsome teachers of Pilar 1. Sabi ko doon kasi when we had the meeting with the school coordinators, mathematics coordinators, kasi supposedly last November, yun yung schedule ng mga school mathematics coordinators. Kaya lang sabi nga dun sa introduction ni Ma'am Cherry, parade of typhoons. May paparada na mga typhoons. Because of parade of typhoons, na-shelve sa mga schedule na magkaroon ng school mathematics coordinators. Siyempre, of the 27 schools, ilan lang matitira sa Pilar 1? Only 13, no? Kasi 14 siya, kasama natin yung Pilar National Comprehensive High School.